All right, it's hit record and go. Wednesdays. It's an awkward name for that. I don't have a name for these Wednesdays, but I'm back. Every Wednesday, I'm going to pop in here and just kind of hit record, tell you what I'm doing, maybe share a video, something I'm working on. And I'm going to start out tonight by sharing this. I could say it's Mocktail Monday, but again, it's a Wednesday. This is my drink tonight. This is This one is Mingle Mocktails. It's a cucumber melon mojito. Alcohol free. It's got sugar in it though. Probably a lot, actually. 22, no, 11 grams of sugar. Is that a lot? Oh, it's in a serving. Um, well, size is one can. Whatever. I put some strawberries in there and grab a beverage and join me. Shall you? That didn't make sense. Okay, so we're off to a rough start, as predicted. So I don't have much to talk about tonight. I'm in the middle of an edit. I'm working on season 8, first state in that season, and that is Kentucky. And I was really off to a rough start. I had a timeline of about, I don't know, 3 hours worth of footage. And I'm trying to combine and crunch that down. I actually I kind of did a rough cut the other night, and then I slept on it. And I woke up this morning and I started scribbling in a notepad and putting together like a story arc. Well, what I think could be a story arc. And yeah, having a lot of fun with it. I have the first section done, I think. Really want to have it done by this weekend. At least that's the plan. Um, I really want to talk about. Oh, there's the cat. I'm going to go grab a camera to show you what I'm going to be speaking about. If I can find it, actually may be in the car. I have a close second, and then I'll show you the cat. I'll be back in a second. All right. We in focus. There we go. Where'd you go? I took her table away. Where I moved the little table that she sits on over here. I moved it into the other room. I'm trying to set up like a little stage, if you would, because I'd pick you up if you're going to stay there, but I know you're going to scurry. Hold on. Come here. Oh, come here. She just twisted around. She just twisted around as she does. This is Penny. Say hi to the folks. I'm delaying because I think I can get a thumbnail out of this. She's a good cat. She is the subject of a project that I've been putting a lot of time and effort into. I don't really want to share what it is yet because I could probably make a long episode or a chat about that. I've been doing a lot of, well, I created the website, the starter website. I put together an email sequence. I've been creating some Instagram content and working with a really good friend of mine. I've mentioned before, my ex-wife, and working on putting together. Thought my phone screen was scratched. Putting together some cat content for this project that she's working on. We'll just leave it at that. But one of the things I wish Denise would do is record more of her process. And I think I might start recording some of my process working with her on this because, and this may resonate with you and you'll understand why I'm going down this, well, rabbit hole, I guess, but why it's important to document. Yeah, I'm going to share a video at the end. That's the whole reason I was going to record tonight because this video is so impactful and it meant so much to me to watch it because that's what I've kind of been doing with my 50 at 60 series. And although it doesn't resonate with a lot of people, it's really resonating with me. And I know that's a selfish, maybe perspective, but I'm hoping that it inspires at the same time. And I just had somebody leave a comment the other day. They're like binge watching my series where I went to Yellowstone and the Grand Tetons in Idaho, that area, because they're planning on a trip there and they're getting some useful information out of it. And they just paid me a couple of nice comments. So I thought that was kind of cool. Again, it's a payoff for what you're doing by taking the time to document part of your life. And see, this is the time for the cat. I should be out there playing with her. I will in a second. But so this little video camera here is the Osmo Pocket 2. And when the Osmo Pocket 3 came out, I bought that and I used that a lot during this journey, 50 at 60. And I saw a video pop up into my stream by this person, Kaylee. Is it Kaylee? Kayla Maloney. Oh my gosh, I'm hashing her name up, aren't I? I'll tell you before I play. Hold on, let me grab the name because I don't know if I can see it on the screen. Kaylee Lemoine. She did a video about vlogging in public with the Osmo Pocket 3. And it was a really good video and it resonated with me again. I started following her and she's an open book. She's very she answers questions on her channel. She's not gotten a super huge channel yet, but she's grown quite a bit actually. Let me see her channel here. More insight. Way more than my followers for sure. Wow. This video I'm going to play for you has gotten 10,000 views already. Her channel is she's got 8,000 subscribers, and I think she just started within the last year because her content's good. I already picked you up. Yeah, she's definitely going to be the thumbnail. I use her for clicks. So anyway, Kaylee's video resonated with me. That's why I wanted to share. It's the whole reason I hit play or hit record. But again, I'm coming in here every Wednesday. I'm just going to hit record. I may have a structured show or a little bit. I may have just a ramble like today for 8 minutes now. I've had this thing rolling for 8 minutes and I don't even know what I've said. So we're going to go over to Kaylee's video. I just want to share it with you here. I will go to this scene here. I'm on my Ecamm Live, which is just called Ecamm now. By the way, if you hear the rain, it's raining.
Most people never start YouTube. Not because they don't have the right camera, not because they don't know how to edit, not because they aren't interesting enough. Most people never start because they are afraid. Afraid nobody will watch, afraid they'll look stupid, afraid their friends will see it, afraid they'll fail. So they wait. They wait until they're more confident. They wait until they have better gear. They wait until they know exactly what they are doing. And somehow that day never comes. But here's what I've learned. YouTube was never really about YouTube. It's not about subscribers. It's not about views. It's not even about making content. It's about paying attention to your life. The morning coffee, the walk around the lake, the trip you almost didn't take, the hobby you love, the people around you, the little moments that seem ordinary today, but won't feel ordinary 5 years from now. A A camera gives you a reason to notice those things, to document them, to remember them. And that's why I think everyone should create, even if nobody watches. Because one day you'll look back and realize you weren't making videos for the internet. You were building a time capsule, a collection of moments, proof of who you were, what mattered to you, how you spent your time, what made you laugh, what made you dream, what made you feel alive. The truth is, most people never start, not because they can't, but because they're scared. But fear doesn't disappear before you begin. It disappears because you begin. So press record, film the walk, film the coffee, film the conversation, film the ordinary day. Because one day, it won't be ordinary anymore. And you'll be grateful you captured it.
That was a good video. And I just had to share that because it so resonates with me because of exactly what I've done over the last year. And my friend Frank had asked me a couple of times, he's, about, trying to create these stories so they get more views and something to that effect. And yeah, that I think about that sometimes, but it didn't prevent me from hitting record, and it's not preventing me from putting the stories together the way I want them told. And again, even if they sat on I'm trying to pick up a hard drive, but I don't have one here. Even if it's light, size of a hard drive, even if they sat on the hard drive and I didn't share them, I would be doing that. And again, I'm working on this other project and I want to be able to document that. I did a whole series of our documenting. We were documenting, or I was documenting the documentary we did for Kim Kahana. And those are so meaningful to watch now, 2-3 years after we did it. And I really want to do the same with this project, which I haven't named yet. But I'll talk about that later. And maybe I can convince somebody to document that with me. So I guess the fear of picking up the camera for that project is, what if it doesn't happen? And I guess my perspective is, what can you teach by doing that? Even if it doesn't happen, successes or failures, maybe there'll be certain little successes, maybe ultimately it's a failure. But I think either way, I think there's something to share. Anyway, that's all I got for today. I hope that resonated, or I hope it meant something to somebody. And I'll see you next week. Next Wednesday with a new mocktail, a new message, a new story, and of course, Penny the cat. I'll see you next week.